and welcome to the channel Programming with Casey. So today in this example we are going to understand the concept of polymorphism. Okay, so before getting started with the polymorphism, let's start with some small over here. Like I would like to write some lines so that you can understand what is polymorphism. So in Java, when I talk about the polymorphism, it is basically a concept which we can perform a single action in different ways. So I will write a single action in different ways. Although you know about the inheritance, right? Where inheritance is basically is famous for its flexibility, where the child class can actually retrieve the properties or inherit the properties from this superclass. So over here, basically you will understand the concept called as the downcasting and upcasting like this. But before getting to this term, there is the two more concept called as you can static binding and dynamic binding, or in the simpler term I can say that it has been divided into two types, that is compile time polymorphism and dynamic binding, that is runtime polymorphism. Okay, so runtime polymorphism. So it is of two types: compile time polymorphism, also called as a static binding; runtime polymorphism, also called as dynamic binding. And it is like a single action in different ways or different forms. Okay. So method overloading. When I say about the method overloading, it means that it is a compile time, I can say it is a compile time polymorphism or static polymorphism. So I will write over here compile time polymorphism. If you don't know what is method overloading and what is method overriding, don't worry, I am going to cover that too. So please keep patience and watch the full video, so you won't be able to assume anything. I mean to say that you will get a proper and clear idea rather than assuming anything. So overriding, what is overriding over here? So method overriding is basically a runtime polymorphism. What it is? Runtime polymorphism. All right. So now you know that it is a single action in different ways. Compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism is a two types. And in polymorphism, any object that satisfies more than one is a relationship is polymorphic in nature. Now it is called as what is a relationship. Okay. So uh, so for the easy relationship, I'm going to give you the example, so don't worry. So in the static, as I said that what is method overloading? When you have the multiple methods, right, having same name but different parameters. So just multiple methods having same name but different parameters. Okay. And in the runtime polymorphism, what I can say is having multiple same method but with the same parameters, right? So it can be override. The method can get override by the children class, or you can say the subclass. Okay. So it is like same method as declared in parent class or super class. Okay, whatever you say. Okay, so compile time polymorphism, multiple methods having same name but different parameters. And in the runtime polymorphism, you do method overriding. It means that same method as declared in the parent class, same method with the same parameters. Okay. All right, so let's create a class over here so that we can demonstrate properly. So I would like to create the class with the best example is the vehicle over here. So yes, I created this class vehicle, and I'm gonna create public void run, that is the method over here. All right. Inside this method, we will just print any message that vehicle is running like this. Okay, vehicle is running. I completed this method, and inside this method is present inside the class vehicle. And let's say the class vehicle is your, oh sorry, class is your super class. Okay, it is your super class. Now I'm going to create one more class. Let's say the vehicle is basically a category, and what type of like category, what type of vehicles comes inside this category. So bike, cars, this all are the different categories comes inside the comes under the vehicle. Okay, so vehicle, sorry, class bike, your class bike extends vehicle. See, remember, this method overloading is possible without inheritance, and this is the method overriding which is not possible without inheritance. Okay, so method overloading means in the same class you can overload the method, but when I say the method overriding, it means that it needs to extend it, it needs to get extended by your subclass. So I would like to add the one more line over here. Method overloading is possible without inheritance, and method overriding is not possible without inheritance. So this is the basic understanding which one should know. Okay, so I have a class over here as a vehicle, and I'm going to create this method public void run as same as present inside the my super class. And I'm going to override. Override means what? I'm going to change some values which is printed, so I can say that bike is running now instead of vehicle. So I'll write bike is running. All right. Okay. So now this is my main class. This is my subclass. This is my parent class. Okay. This is the parent class. Inside this main class, I'm going to create the now see how to create the object. We know with the class name, and object name is equals to new class name. But in this case, I am going to create the object of bike, and the reference type will be your vehicle. So your object will be called as what? An object is referenced as bike. Okay. So without getting confused, let me first write and explain it to you once again. So vehicle, I will say V is equals to new, and this is my bike. Okay. So this is what your, this is vehicle V is equals to new bike. Now I will call run method over here. Okay. So V is equals to new vehicle. I can create the object for the vehicle class. Okay. And over here I had created the object of bike with reference to vehicle. Remember, object of bike with reference to your uh, uh, vehicle, okay, which is your superclass. So v dot I'm added over here. Now the same object, what I will do is v is equals to new vehicle. Now this is the object for your vehicle. Okay, so v is equals to vehicle, v is equals to new vehicle, and v dot run. Now let's observe the output, so I will make you understand, and don't worry, I also provide this code to you in the description, so don't forget to check that. Okay, so I'm running this as a Java application, control 3, and just opening the console view. Okay, so you can see the bike is running and the vehicle is running. So first your output is bike is running. Why bike is running? Because you had created this bike object. Okay, that's why bike is running. So you will get the output over here. Bike is running, and over here v dot run, it means it is the object of the vehicle. It means what? Vehicle is running. So what I will write over here, vehicle is running. So can you observe the difference, or can you learn something difference from here if you had covered the last videos also? So I would like to say you that when I write vehicle v is equals to new vehicle and v dot run, it means the calling method with the help of object. It simply states that it will print the body content which is present inside the method or function. So I got this output as a vehicle is running because I created the object for the vehicle. But this is what we say that a single action in different ways. Why so? Because the same object I created for the vehicle, the same object I am using with the reference of vehicle, and the object has been created. So that's it, guys. Now you know that how polymorphism is an important, like it is playing an important role. So now concluding with the end point, that is, see, you can see that in the line number 28 and line number 30, you can see that I'm calling this run method, but over here you can see that the object has been created over here in the first time for the bike and in the second time for the vehicle. So now I can say that it is a single action but in different ways. So over here you can see the reference is different. So over here I am taking the reference of vehicle, and here over here I am taking the reference of vehicle but with the object of class vehicle and object of class bike. That's why it is giving me bike is running, and over here it is vehicle is running. So that's it, guys. So we'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, then please make sure to like and subscribe our channel. So we'll see you in the next video. So till that time, take care. Thank you and bye bye.